All right, I am pleased to be joined by a past champion, Brooke Henderson. How good does it feel to be back here? I mean, I know you obviously have a lot of good memories here as well.
I do. I have so many great memories here. I just love being back in this atmosphere and this gorgeous view.
Yes.
Seeing my photo around too always helps. It gives me a little bit of confidence, but I love playing here, and I'm really looking forward to teeing it up on Thursday.
Definitely. And I know you love the crepes here. I do. What's the crepe count so far? Do you know?
Well, actually, we went to our most special place and it was closed. So
oh no.
Yeah, we have to wait a couple days, but I'm sure we'll make up for it.
I was gonna say you'll make up for it, no problem. I'll have some for you too as well. Don't worry, we'll make up for it. Coming to this course, maybe people who haven't been able to come to the tournament or haven't been able to watch it much, what do you think is important here to be able to play well?
Yeah, this is a tricky golf course, built on the side of a mountain. Makes it very pretty, but does make it tough. I think ball striking is probably the most important thing, is hitting your spots. And then, your misses are kind of important too, because you can definitely miss in the wrong spot, so trying to miss in the correct areas to be able to get up and down. But scores are usually pretty low here, so with all that being said, you need to make some birdies and need to roll in some putts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just the course in general, it's beautiful. The town is beautiful. Do you think that, I mean, it might be like a silly question, but do you think that helps, just being in such a place that you love and that I feel like you and your sister both enjoy a lot and can bond here?
Absolutely. It makes a huge difference when you love the area, when you love the people and the culture. It's just really exciting to arrive here on Sunday and then know you have a week here and you're just trying to soak it all in, and it definitely helps you be more at peace and be calm, and it's just a really nice feeling and a great way to go into a major championship.
Totally.
When everything's going to be tested, it's nice to be able to look out over a gorgeous lake and be like, okay, everything's good.
Everything's all right. I feel okay. Awesome. Well, best of luck this week. Can't wait to watch you play. And yeah, thanks for chatting with me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Brooke. All right, I am here with Gino Tikun. We are at the Amundi Evian Championship. I was just asking if you were jet lagged. You said you're feeling all right. So what are the vibes going into the week? How are you feeling in general, teeing it up at the 4th major this year now?
Yeah, I mean, time flies. And then, I feel like this year flies so fast.
It's gone by so fast.
So fast. I can't believe this is, we are here in Evian, which means it's July.
I know.
And the vibe is good. I think we got a good weather wise. I know a couple of rain in the practice round.
Right, which is fine though, yeah.
Which is fine. Feels good. I mean, really good to be back here in Evian again, eating some croissant.
Yes.
And then, pasta walls.
Absolutely.
Escargot. And then, it's pretty good to, traveling around and then surrounding around, not just golf.
For sure. So are you going to go anywhere next week?
I'm going back home, Thailand.
Okay. Oh, nice. That'll be fun. Yeah, okay. So when you go home, what does that look like for you? What do you like to do for fun? Do you catch up with friends and family? What does that look like for you a week at home?
It's looked like a bunch of Thai food in my stomach every time.
I don't blame you. I love Thai food.
Yeah, and then dessert as well. And then it's like I am a person who don't really like to be home much during the day. Yeah. So I work at home and then sleeping at home. That's it.
And that's about all you do.
Yeah. That's all I do in the house, and then I was just outside exploring around and also catching up with friends.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. Yeah, now I'm hungry. Thinking about Thai food. Speaking of this week, I mean, it's a beautiful course. It's a beautiful town. But when thinking about the course, what do you have to do well here to play well?
I think they have a slope, which means the pin position gonna be on the slope.
Right.
But, if you can be in that slope or that area that's the pinar, it's gonna have a really good chance for birdies. And then also I think the first shot is also important too, because it's kind of tight because it seemed like we're on top of the mountain, which means the course I feel like it's level.
Yeah, definitely.
First level, second level, third level.
There are multiple levels, yeah.
Multiple.
I want to talk a little bit about the grips on your clubs. I'm sure you saw all the chatter on TV about it and everything. Can you just tell maybe people who don't know, you have different colored grips on all your clubs. So what's the reason behind that, and how long have you been doing that for? Because I don't think I ever noticed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like until recently at least.
Yeah. I don't think like lots of players, a lot of people notice this before I told them.
Told people, yeah.
Yeah, commentator news notices, but like the reason because I think my dad really wanted to. I mean, like I have it for a while. It's my dad idea that I have in a lot of like multiple colors since I was 9 or 10.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've been doing that for a long time.
For a long time.
How did I
already.
never notice this?
For a really long time already, because he wanted to know. He like even he walked when I played junior golf.
Right.
He walk around and then he can saw from like far away that what club I using.
Right.
That's pretty much like his idea.
Yeah, I love that. No, that's amazing. What club do you think is going to be most important this week?
I do think driver. I mean like not driver, but like tee shot.
Right.
Why? And then putter.
Okay. All right. So beginning and end, basically, of every hole.
Yeah.
This is
I
what's
mean
most
like
important.
every courses.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, of course that matters.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, best of luck this week, Gino, and thank you for catching up with me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. All right, I am here with Maline Sagstrom. We are at the Amundi Evian Championship, just right behind the range. Tell me what a range session looks like pre-tournament of a major here at Evian.
Oh, it can look different every day, I guess.
Broad question, but
Very broad question. But I mean, I just finished and I went through my bag a little bit. I focused a little bit on some woods because I know there's going to be a few different shots than driver out there this week. And then you kind of base it a little bit on kind of where your game is at. So last week I played in Ireland and I kind of had a few shots that I was like, okay, I wish I would have done them a little bit better. Saw the Callaway boys a little bit, tweaked up the driver, just making sure that I'm kind of on the right path of things.
For sure. You mentioned a few different shots that you're going to need this week. Can you talk us through those shots? Because I know you're never going to have like an even lie. Like I know this course is obviously on a mountain, as you can see behind us, but what kind of shots are you going to need this week?
Well, some shots, I mean, some holes down there like 2, 3, you don't really want to hit a driver up there. So, I mean, sometimes you have to position yourself in a better spot.
Right.
There are some areas where it's a little bit flatter, so that's kind of good to do that. I mean, I would even say like sometimes you go to the like more uneven part of the range and just kind of make sure you get a feel for it. Because I mean, a lot of times we practice on flat fairways. Yeah. And it doesn't really correlate to the golf course.
Totally, yeah.
So sometimes you have to get a little few reps in if you can. But this was more because I mean hit some 5 woods off the tee, some of the tees here. There's gonna be some 3 woods. So turn the ball a little bit because sometimes it's good to play into the hill.
For sure.
So it's just a little different.
Yeah. How important is it at this course? Because I know you got to be a little creative to be able to shape shots and just play different shots out there.
I mean, I don't think it's do or die.
Yeah.
I think if you have a type of ball flight that you play, most of the time it's fine. People are going to play it.
Yeah.
But you might need to take different margins. I think we all have tendencies, right? So there's going to be a certain lie that you like more or less. So like for me, I struggle more. My swing tendency when the ball is below my feet or when it's a little bit of an uphill lie, I struggle a little bit more. So it's kind of more about thinking about those kind of things, making adjustments when you can, but just kind of be aware of it.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, everyone, it's obviously nice when you can turn the ball. I think we've received a little bit of rain, so it looks a little softer at the moment, but especially if it firms up, it's always good to not kind of run with the slopes.
For sure. And I've got to imagine you know this golf course pretty well at this point. I feel like you've played it quite a few times. So what does that, I guess, do for your confidence going into a week that you've played in this major quite a few times?
Well, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Every time you've been to a golf course, you've seen many times before. I mean, I even said I'm not even going to play today. I'm going to play my 18-hole Pro-Am tomorrow and kind of leave it at that. Make sure I get some good reps in, go putt a little bit, see how the greens are feeling. It just brings a lot of ease. Places where you go. Like, I drove my dad around in town yesterday. He's like, do you know where you're going? I was like, absolutely. Been here before. But it's nice. It's very, that's kind of the rewarding part of being out on tour for a long time. You have the experience, you know where you're going, you know where the bathrooms are, you know how it works, you know how long it takes to go on the shuttle and stuff like that. So it just brings a bit of ease into your mind.
Definitely. Yeah, this is one of those weeks that, because I've been here quite a few times now too, I don't need my maps here. And that is like unprecedented for me. I'm like so directionally challenged. But your dad is here, you mentioned that. So how nice is it to have him out here and just to have his support?
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, I do love my family is they're all still in Sweden, so any chance they can come out. Like I had a big group of people with me at CME last year. So my mom has been here. We've done this together. So it's just nice to have the support, and they love traveling. I mean, they have made so many efforts for both me and my brother growing up.
That's
like
amazing.
drove us all across Sweden, traveling across the world, and all these things. So it's kind of like their reward of all the hard work that we've done over the years. So it's lovely to experience this with them.
I love that. Last question, kind of speaking of your parents, your mom was there for when you won earlier this year in Vegas. How amazing was that experience with her?
It was wonderful. I don't think, when I had my first LPGA Tour win, Jack, my husband's parents were in town, so my in-laws were there, and that was wonderful. But it kind of brings back, like, this is why we do this, right? And it's a moment that we will never get back, and it was absolutely incredible. So it was so much fun. And I said sometimes I think that when I have people around me, I worry more about taking care of them and making
their
sure they're
experience.
right. Yeah, so then sometimes golf gets a little bit, not secondary, but it's a little easier. It's not just like you don't breathe and like live golf. I was even saying that now. It's like, I need to make sure I do some dinner reservations when I get done today. Just to kind of make sure that there's a good experience.
For sure. Well, best of luck this week. Thank you for chatting with me, and I can't wait to watch you play.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madeline.
Thanks.
All right, I am here with Amaya Stark, a major champion herself. Tell me, it's been several weeks now, obviously, since you won at the US Women's Open, but have you come down from cloud nine, or is it still like, when you think back at it, it's like, oh my God, that happened to me?
No, I don't think I was ever really up there, honestly, because it was just like, okay, we won, but I think I'm very just like oriented of, okay, what's the next thing we have to do? Yeah, so I've been waiting to like come down from it or whatever, but I don't think I ever was really up there. And my coach said it was, I mean, he's been coaching Stacey Lewis for a long time, and he said Stacey's like that too. So I was like, okay, I'm normal. Fine. Nice.
Like, oh good, I'm not that weird then. That's awesome though. Well, reflecting back on that week and now moving forward, you had a good week at KPMG and also now going into the Amundi Evian Championship. What does that look like for you? Is the preparation any different? Do you feel any more confident, I guess, going into a major?
Yes, I think that I don't freak out as much anymore about like making cuts and stuff like that. I'm trying to come here and have fun and stuff, and
totally.
I've taken a lot of days off now since KPMG. I mean, I've been at home, and it's been so hot also when I was in the US, so I was like, no, I'm not doing that, and I'm not freaking out over it for once. So it's really nice to have that opportunity to kind of, card is secured for next year, and I can just kind of enjoy it and just see what my body needs.
Yeah, definitely. And for several years, actually, now that has to be such a relief, right?
Yeah, I mean, every year I'm freaking out. I mean, Lauren Coughlin and her husband have been bullying me all year about me freaking out about the card. But it's like that every year. Then the beginning of the season, you never know what it's going to be. Like, you can just all of a sudden lose your form, or you start working on something new and it's not really working. So it's really nice to feel like I can think so long ahead into the future and what I need to do now, and maybe sacrifice a couple of tournaments to make my swing look better and have more longevity with that too.
Yeah, know that you can be more rested as well. I feel like that always helps out players when they can actually start like picking and choosing the tournaments they want to play.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a couple of tournaments came off my schedule as soon as I won, so it's really nice to feel like I have the freedom to do that.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so speaking of this week, you've now played Evian, I mean, several times. So what does that look like? I mean, you know the course pretty well. I think you can definitely say that. So what do you think will help you this week? Like, what parts of your game need to be like dialed in?
I think it's a lot of the mental stuff, because almost every hole is tree lined and it cuts in and stuff like that, and I feel like I've always struggled here just because I don't really trust it, because it looks so scary, but then you get up there and it's still kind of wide on most of the holes. So I think just committing to the shots and just focusing on where am I going instead of where do I not want to go. But then obviously you have to hit good iron shots. There's a lot of runoffs and stuff, and just be prepared that you can get some some lucky bounces and some unlucky bounces here.
Totally. This is a very unique week. I mean, you know, I don't think we would ever necessarily have a reason to come to Evian, but I'm so glad that this tournament brings us here because it's beautiful. So what do you love about this tournament?
I mean, it's one of my first majors that I got to play, and you know, I played the Jabra here with LAT and stuff. So it's just, I have a lot of memories from here, and yeah, it's just a beautiful place, and I like the grass is very European, and I like coming back home and seeing that, and then obviously an hour and a half flight here from where I live. So
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah, it's really nice to have a big tournament like that in Europe too. I mean, even though it's a whole different country from mine, it still feels like a home major.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you going home in between? Okay, so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Are you excited? When was the last time you went to Sweden?
I was at home last week.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. John Coughlin and her husband are actually coming to stay with
fun.
me.
I love
So
that.
yeah, we'll see how they like Sweden.
Oh, I'm sure they'll love it. Do you have anything that you'll like definitely take them to do?
I feel like I'm gonna need them to try like some fish dishes that might not be
Their favorite?
yeah, just to see like what they think of it. But yeah, we just got a boat with my family, so I'm gonna take them out sailing hopefully. Other than that, I don't know, just show them around. I feel like they're very relaxed people, so it's probably just a lot of lounging around.
They'll love
well.
it, honestly. You said a boat, so I'll be there too. Just kidding, crash the whole vacation. Maya, thank you for chatting with me, and excited to watch you tee it up this week.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, I am here with Ryan O'Toole. We are at the Amundi Evian Championship, and you were just telling me, we're at the range, by the way. You can't see it because we're facing we have the beautiful mountain in the background, but you just went to the range. You're now waiting on your putter, correct?
Yeah.
So what does it look like at a major, the preparation? Is it any different than normal weeks, or what does that look like for you?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's too much different than normal weeks, other than, you know, your 9-hour jet lag.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're coping with that and having to get your body adjusted as fast as possible. Yes, being a major, typically in most majors we play different golf courses, you know, British, US Open,
Right.
KPMG. So there's a lot more work to be done because you haven't seen the course. I was looking back actually yesterday. I was like, how many times have I been here? And I was like, wow, 2011 was my first year.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome.
knowing the golf course well, having familiarity to it and stuff like that, it really helps.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually going to ask you that as well. You've played in this tournament multiple times. I was going to ask how many times if you knew. What kind of edge does that give you over other people, whether it's rookies? You don't usually see rookies win out here at this tournament because there's veterans out here like you that have played this course multiple times.
Yeah, I think, you know, learning this golf course, like you definitely learn, like you have very common pin placements. You know where the pins are going to be years and years out. They kind of favor locations that you at least has always seen. So you're like, okay, I know when the pin's there, I'm going to hit it here. It'll end up over here. You know where not to miss it. You also know, you know, which holes kind of, hey, let's just hunker down a little bit. We'll get through this stretch, or like pars are great. And then also just, you know, being on the side of a mountain, as you can see, like the lake behind us, you know, you start understanding the breaks of the greens. Like you can read the greens a lot differently and understand that, you know, what you see, you know, factoring a little bit more of like, okay, where's the lake? Okay, you know, there might be a bit of a pull more, than what you visually see. So that also helps.
Yeah.
And you know, I grew up by the ocean. I played a course that was on a mountain or a hill, I'd say, or mountain, and so I'm used to like factoring in like that extra bit. So I like that part
For sure.
But yeah, I think you just start knowing a golf course really well.
And we've been coming here for a while.
A very long time. I think I'm at least 12, 13 years, 14 maybe.
Wow.
Like, I didn't go back and count all the years, but I'm like, 2011 is my 15th year out here. I know I've missed 1 year, so maybe 13 or 14.
Wow, that's crazy.
I forget COVID-wise, did I come or not? So I forget.
Yeah, it's up there though.
Yes, it's up there. It's enough.
And you're also a pretty creative player. And I feel like you kind of have to be out here. I mean, you're never going to have like an even lie. So is that something that you think in your game you kind of have a, you know, one up on some people maybe?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just like, you know, just plotting little, you know, simple straight shots. Like sometimes you do have to get creative. Sometimes you have to hit shots that, you know, like you curve it different ways to kind of make it hold. You know, there's certain pins that you're like, okay, I'd rather miss it over the green here than hit it over here because I can't two putt from there.
Right. Like, what's the better miss sometimes at this course?
And I think over and over through trial and error, you've learned, okay, that didn't work, and this works better. So it does. It makes a big difference, and I'm hoping like having that knowledge and having that history here, you know, capitalize this week.
Yeah, totally. And last question, but this week is always a fun one. I mean, other than the jet lag.
Oh, it's beautiful
That's
here.
always a little rough. But yeah, I mean, how much do you love this little town? It's so cute. The lake is beautiful. The mountains are beautiful. Just, it's so unique, you know? Like, what do you love about this tournament?
You know, this is a place that like you would never say, hey, let's go vacation here, you know? Like, but coming here and being able to spend a week here, you know, I have family that comes back. I have friends that want to come back that are like, we want to go to that event because it's stunning. It's beautiful. You know, it's cool right now, and to be honest, it's a great break because I feel like everywhere we've been has been hot. And so it's a nice little change, but I am looking forward to like the 80s coming back and
me too.
more sunny days because I love taking runs down by the water, and then you can jump in because there's like little docks that you can jump off and ladders to climb back out. And the lake is so nice and clean. So
it's so clean.
It's literally, I mean, from the air and the mountains and the trees, like it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, best of luck this week.
You.
Excited to watch you tee it up, and thanks for catching up with me.
Of course.
Awesome. Thank you.